ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. You've clicked onto the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday morning, the 13th day of October. An easterly flow today will mean a cloudy sky and maybe a few little spritzes of rain somewhere, but the pattern looking pretty dry for the next few days. Let's go to some Skycam shots around the network this morning. We'll start with the Birmingham Skycam looking south from the top of the Daniel building. The sky mostly cloudy there. Up in northeast Alabama, the view from Lookout Mountain, looking over the lights of the city of Gadsden. And again, some low clouds around, but no rain. And way down south, they are cleaning up this morning. The big shrimp festival has ended. We watched that with interest over the weekend. Huge crowds down there always for that event, and all of that will be all cleaned up and things get back to normal later today. Well, in the water vapor satellite imagery, what a high amplitude pattern there. A whopper of a trough out west, a whopper of a ridge over the east. And, of course, over the weekend we had big snows out there in the mountains. Places like Reno, Nevada getting some snow. First earliest snow ever, I think, for those folks. Of course, up into the mountains, over 20 inches in some spots up in the northern Rockies. But you'll see that big western system will not really affect us all that much. The rain for the next 5 days suggesting nothing here. This is valid through Friday evening. Heaviest rain from the South Plains of Texas up to near Des Moines, Iowa. And that's suggesting some 4-inch rains for parts of the Texas Panhandle. But again, it sure looks like we're going to stay on the dry side this week. Tropics. We got a little tropical storm out there called Nana out in the middle of the Atlantic, and also a disturbance with a chance of becoming a tropical storm that's in the Caribbean. Let's take a look at first off the track of Nana, and I hope you get to know her quickly because she won't be around long. Very, very strong winds aloft will likely come back over the system later today, and it should weaken into a tropical depression, then a remnant low, and just fizzle out there. So Nana is a no story. Now, the other one, I don't think is a big story either. Invest 98, it might become a tropical depression, but once again, very strong winds aloft will likely take over, and if anything happens to form down there, it's going to be pushed northeast. And you can definitely tell we're getting deeper and deeper into the season, and with the westerlies dipping farther and farther to the south, that decreases the odds of any big problems for the Gulf Coast until sometime next year. But having said that, hurricane season runs through the end of November, so we'll keep watching. Look at the modeling here. This is the GFS at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Look at the 594 circle. Wow. You rarely see that so late in the season. So obviously, a big ridge over the east and a big trough out west. Now, often with that 594 ring, you think of pretty hot weather, relatively speaking, but the deal is we've got the surface high over Virginia and North Carolina pushing an easterly flow in here. And it's going to be the same deal like we had yesterday, Atlantic moisture. So a lot of clouds. There might be a little drizzle or maybe a shower on radar in spots today, but no big deal. And temperatures probably will not get out of the 70s today. The really warm weather is going to be north of here, directly underneath the upper high. In fact, at our affiliate radio station in Lynchburg, we're forecasting mid-80s today. That's very odd for them for so late in the season. And again, our western storm pushing a cold front through. Tomorrow, the main energy goes way up into Canada. We stay dry. And again, the easterly flow pretty much is over, so it should be a brighter day tomorrow. The sky becoming mostly sunny. Wednesday, same deal. The front just stalls out to the north of us. Wednesday should be mostly sunny and warm. Thursday, same thing, and then that front just tries to get a new push, but there's hardly any moisture with that on Thursday. The shower showing up north of here. Friday, the surface boundary comes through in dry fashion. I guess you might mention some risk of a shower Thursday or Friday, but at this point it sure looks small and nothing significant. What about the weekend ahead? Let's look. Saturday, nice trough over the east coast, and that should mean a cooler air mass coming down in here. Nice northerly flow, so highs should drop into the maybe low to mid-70s, something like that. And Sunday looks wonderful. We've had a string of nice weekends, haven't we? So once again, things are looking good for college football on Saturday and whatever you'd like to do on Sunday afternoon. And Monday of next week, a quick peek. Again, very cold air dipping down into the Great Lakes and that front north of here. And finally, a couple of days later on the 23rd, the GFS develops a deep upper low and a split flow thing The upper level low is not too far from Memphis, and if that's right, that could be very wet. In fact, that might be the next decent chance of rain if indeed that verifies, and this is in voodoo country. It's beyond 7 days. Again, that's the 23rd of October. And at the end of the forecast on the 28th, a nice trough developing over the nation's heartland there. And look at the low thickness values coming down with that cold front down into the plain states in the Midwest. That looks more and more like the cold weather season, doesn't it? And again, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a pretty good pop of cold air before the month is over, just because there's so much up there. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Weather.